Hey guys, and welcome to the episode of Marvel Tuesday. Oh, wait, no. I'm sorry. Today's Wednesday. It's time for the Wednesday Awakens, but we're not doing like a. 'Cause there's no, I did agree to, in case of TV show or movies, but doing topics is too much for me. But, and that's what I'm saying, of course, is the topics are too much to take up space. But yeah, so I'm not going to be in my video game persona, however, or my silly persona, because we're going to talk about is Star Wars video games, the future. Well, it's already been announced that Lucasfilm will be doing the sizzle, because we already have the company, Lucasfilm Games, which will develop some future content. Some people will be like, it's going to be, it looks like we're not going to have Jedi Fallen Order 2. I wouldn't say that. I mean, once their contract with EA expires, but the 2022, this will be the final game under the EA contract. Once in 2023, the contracts will expire, with Lucasfilm, as Lucasfilm will be developing like video games. But, however, I hope they weren't going to roll out with Jedi Fallen Order 2. Or, or maybe, yeah, which Star Wars Explains Alex Damon said that just because they rated the games as T, they're no. Respawn, the ones who did, of course, with Titanfall and Apex Legends, well, even though I don't like talking about Battle Royale games that much. But that game deserves recognition. Yeah, Respawn aren't gonna roll out to rate a Star Wars game as M. Because that's what I've been desperate for. It's an M-rated Star Wars game. But it's another topic for another time. For this discussion. But, however, there are, of course, like a couple of gaming companies. Yes, I know I'm supposed to be talking about Star Wars, but this is video games we're talking about that are going to be affiliated with Lucasfilm Games. First, we're going to get this out is Bethesda. The ones that make the game, of course, with Fallout and Elder Scrolls, and of course, everly popular with a bugless problem of a sequel, no bugs, thankfully, and of course, still getting praise, Doom. With Doom Eternal, the sequel, which of course redeemed the good name of Bethesda, which of course, I hope Elder Scrolls 6 doesn't do the same thing. But their collaboration with Lucasfilm Games will be an Indiana Jones game. Based on the action adventure film by Lucasfilm, starring Star Wars' very own Harrison Ford. Well, this is one of the collaboration that he, well, before Indiana Jones and before Star Wars, he did a collaboration with George Lucas when he started American Graffiti. But, and yes, and Lego did Indiana Jones also. You know, right after Lego Star Wars. The complete saga. And Indiana Jones, you know. But even though Harrison Ford was a talented guy, not just wielding the pistol as a smooth smuggler, but also magnificent using that whip to, you know, fend off the attackers. You know? And, of course, fighting against the likes of the Nazis. But although it's just a sizzle, but and also the one that's going to do a future Star Wars game right after EA contracts are going to expire. It's Ubisoft. And of course, that genre will be an open world game. Finally! Finally, I've been waiting for a Star Wars open world game. You know, with the likes of Rockstar Games with Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 in that platform. Open world. Because in case you guys don't know much about me, even though I despise Battle Royale games, I said the exact opposite about open world games. They are my favorite. And what I'm saying is that they are so my favorite because we need to, you know, an open world game. And however, this is the exact same thing. And of course, we are open world. You know? Open world games. But, you know. So, yeah, it's going to be, you know, Ubisoft. Which I got. Ubisoft will be involved with Star Wars. But, however, of course, that's not the only thing that Ubisoft's going to be doing under with Lucasfilm Games. But in that other description, and Ubisoft are also going to be involved with a video game based on the Avatar movies, which is directed by James Cameron, the guy who is so fascinated under the sea, the guy who is, of course, a fanatic of marine life, you know, like just do some filming under the sea. And that's what James Cameron does best. What James Cameron does best. Because James Cameron is James Cameron. But I'm not wasting on a budget with the James Cameron song. But, you know. But again, this is Lucasfilm game I'm talking about. So, I'm not going to be wasting time talking about you know, but, you know, other things. But, something you should know. Well, we got 2 video games coming up from Lucasfilm Games. With the last game, Star Wars game under EA. With that coming in 2022, which is next year. But I'm not sure if I'll be around for the next year, you know. Especially if the pandemic is over, but, you know. But who knows? maybe I could be this. Maybe I could decide. But although we are already getting the new films in 2023, but I don't know how long am I going to be there because I would be 30, as in next month or next 3 weeks. I'll be 28. I'll be 28 years old. And, of course, I'm surviving on my own because this is how life is. But, yeah, so check, so beware of those games. But, and talk about Lucasfilm Games. What with Ubisoft coming up with a new Star Wars game, first one under Lucasfilm Games, and the next one will be from Bethesda with an Indiana Jones game. So make sure to tune that in. But also I hope the Lucasfilm under Kathleen Kennedy doesn't ruin the Indiana Jones movie like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg did with Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Alright guys, that's going to do about it for this discussion of the Wednesday Wickets. And we are 11 months away from the Book of Boba Fett. But if there's a project like coming in like a little earlier than, they expected, that I would do a review, But one topic at a time, we're going to have that discussion. Alright guys, that's going to do about it. I'll see you guys next time, and as always, may the Force be with you. And also, please stay safe.